common
It's a name, yeah.
Helium, yes. Okay. We'll start out, ladies, with, we call on the individual reporters, give them a microphone. If they want to ask one of you an individual question, they'll just ask you. If they ask the group, let me call on you so that the transcribers know who's talking. And normally, I'll call on all three of you, but in maybe a different order. Okay. Ready back there? Okay, I think we're ready to go. This is our last press conference of the day with you, Albany. As we have before, if you have a question in the room, raise your hand. We'll get a microphone to you. If you want to address a specific student athlete, just call them by name. If you want the whole group, we'll take them in order. If you're joining us via Zoom and you have a question, somewhere on your screen, depending on the device you're using, you'll have a button to raise your hand. If you would do that, we'll know that you want to answer a question. We do cover questions in the room first and then the Zoom questions after that. So with that, we'll open it for questions.
Hi, yeah, just what's the experience been like for the past day for you guys, this being your first NCAA tournament?
And then just come on down. Go ahead.
It's been so fun, just the whole trip here and realizing how big this is and coming to the hotel, being checked in and seeing all these March Madness signs. It's just really cool to be here for us.
Yeah, just picking off what Helly said, it's been a huge opportunity for us, and we're just very excited to be here and just doing it all together. It's been great.
For sure, it's definitely a really surreal experience. This is where we wanted to be since the beginning, and I think just to be here now just feels really good, and it's really fun to do it with people that you love.
Okay, other questions?
We all kind of know the story and the history of the 16 versus 1 matchup. What's the message that you guys get about that? Is it just kind of an anything is possible, or we're more alike than we're different?
Start, Kayla, go down.
Yes, there's history, but I think that I just think that we should show that we deserve to be here. Like, we worked really hard, we won our conference, and we're all really talented. And I think that we want to show others what we can do and that we belong here.
Yeah, I think just like any other game, you have to go into the game believing that you can do it, and then you're going to give it all you got and compete. So I think that's really what we want to do, and we worked hard to come here, and we're ready to play tomorrow.
Yeah, exactly what those two said. And also, like, what if, why not? You never know what's going to happen. We're all just people playing basketball. It's going to be a fun time playing tomorrow.
Okay, other questions from the floor? Susan?
Yeah, what has to happen from like a basketball perspective for you guys to have a chance to win tomorrow?
Ellen, you want to start?
I think that we really have to come out aggressive. We need to win all the 50-50 plays, just play with our heart, play hard, compete. I think that's very important for us. Throughout the year, we've been a good defensive team, so I think we have to put a lot of focus into our defense and just work really hard.
Ellie?
Yes, Ellen said too, it's really all heart and effort tomorrow. And getting our stops that we know we can. We are second in the country in our defense for a reason, and that's what we really have to prove. And then our offensive execution, just believing in each other and stay confident.
Go ahead, Kayla.
Yeah, like they said, we definitely have to play defense. We definitely have to rely on each other. We make sure we know where everyone is, know where the shots are, be confident in everything. But yeah, just obviously coming out confident. When we play together and we believe that we can win, we can hang with anybody.
If you had to write a scouting report on yourselves, what would you say your strengths are as a team?
Kayla?
I think we have a lot of good shooters. We're very I think we're also very versatile. We have a lot of shooters on the team, but we also can put the ball on the floor and attack the basket. So I think we're really good there. But we're also, like we said, we're a very good defensive team. So we know how to keep our player in front, and we know how to play good defense.
Ellen?
Yeah, just to add to what Kayla said, I think we've done a very good job of staying together throughout games. We're very confident in each other and play well together. So I think just our culture and the strength that we have as a unit is a strength of ours.
Good.
Our strength is definitely that we have threats from all of the places on the floor, and we have shooters, as Kayla said, and then the confidence we have in each other is huge. We've had players that have been taken away, and then another player steps up. You never know whose night it is, and that's been our strength throughout the whole season.
Okay, further questions? Okay, we have a Zoom question from Liana Bonavita. Okay, then we'll get to that. Yeah, no, go ahead with Liana. Is she on? Austin?
We're just waiting for her to unmute.
Okay. Go ahead.
Can you guys hear?
Yes, go ahead, Liana.
Sorry about that. So I guess this is for Hellion and Ellen mostly, since maybe you guys are considered more shooters and you take some outside shots. When you walk into practice today at the KSCM Center, this is probably, I don't know, 5 times the size of SAPQ Arena. It's going to be a much bigger arena for you guys. How important is it for you going to be for you guys to get a lot of shots up today and really get the feeling of that depth perception down and feel comfortable in a space like that?
I think that's more of just an exciting part. We've traveled a lot during the season. You take shots everywhere. That's more like the experience of a big arena is always fun. But yeah, us getting shots up today is important, obviously, and we'll probably get a lot up. That's a fun thing.
Ellen?
Yeah, we definitely have to shoot well tomorrow, and I think it's great for us to be able to get some shots up today and also tomorrow. So yeah, it's definitely important for us.
This is a question for all of you guys. This is the first year that NCAA is using the March Madness branding for the women's tournament as well. To some, that might just be a name. To others, it might mean a lot. What does it mean to you guys?
Kayla? Kayla, go ahead.
I'm sorry, I was just thinking about
Oh, okay.
Sorry. I think March Madness just means just working hard, and that the people who are in the tournament are just the best of the best. I think that in the past, the tournament has been such a fun phenomenon, and it's been growing ever since, especially with how women are fighting more for equality between the men's tournament and our tournament. So I think that just to be here now and be a part of it and be able to use our platforms to show that, like, hey, like, our game is just as important as the men's game. Like, people want to watch women just as much as men. So I think it's very important, and I think it's going to be really cool to play in.
Ellen?
Yeah, just picking off of that, I think it's very important for us. Even last year, we were not in the tournament, but just seeing what was going on with the critics of the differences between the men's tournament and the women's tournament. I think that, it affects everybody, not just basketball players, not just players who get to go to the tournament. So I think that's a huge thing this year, that using the March Madness for women as well.
Yeah, I just remember I mentioned in the beginning, it's so cool for us to be here now and seeing that March Madness sign everywhere, and that's just something that should be obvious, and now it finally is, and that's we've taken it so far, and that's just so cool, and we're not done yet.
Any other questions from the floor? Okay, we have a Zoom question from Michael Kelly.
I'm sorry, can you guys hear me?
Yes, go ahead.
Yeah, question for Kayla. I think earlier in the week you had talked about, that it was kind of surreal, just that you guys were going to the tournament. I was wondering if you could speak a little bit just to what this whole week was like for you guys. Has it been any more difficult to kind of focus in game-wise, just with kind of everything that's been going on, around the program this week with the excitement of going to the tournament?
Yeah, it's been really fun. You know, we got here yesterday. We had practice beforehand, and then we got here. We got to experience Kentucky a bit and just see what it's all about. About to go into practice today and just figure out what we're gonna do. We've had a lot of scout segments, and it's just really fun to be here. Like, we're gonna treat this as if it's any other game. It doesn't matter who we're playing. It doesn't matter that it's gonna be broadcasted to many people. Like, we're just trying to treat this game as if we're playing someone from our conference. So we're just going to go in confident and just working hard.
Okay. Any other questions from the floor? Okay, ladies, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, we'll start with an opening question from Coach Mullen, or opening statement, I'm sorry.
So excited to be here. Amazing opportunity for our team, our players, our coaching staff, our administration, our university, to be able to showcase, all of our team's hard work and effort on the national stage. Our team has played. We've had a season that is really, really, really exciting for our program. I can't just say enough about the culture of this team and how special our players are, how unselfish they are, how much they play together. And this is really a culmination of their, goal to become champions and to earn a berth in the NCAA tournament, and really to be able to show the world what kind of players they are, what kind of people they are. And we're so excited to bring attention to our program, to our athletic department, and to the university.
Okay, we'll open for questions.
Yeah, how do you keep the team grounded during, a very surreal experience so that they can go out and actually try to win a game tomorrow?
I guess taking suggestions. I don't know. It's a really great experience. It's so fun for them. I want them to be in the moment and to really just enjoy this, because it is so difficult to get here. This is so special. It really is for some of them. A once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. Hopefully we'll have a chance to go again. But I want them to be able to be where their feet are, take it all in, take the arena in, and just really enjoy the moment. And yeah, it's a business trip. We have to get to work tomorrow to face a really tough opponent in Louisville. But, I think right now it's about us enjoying the moment, being here, but also staying focused and preparing the team just as we would for another opponent for our game tomorrow.
Okay. More questions for Coach?
With so much on the talent on the floor like Louisville has, as a coach, do you have your players zoom in on maybe one or two players and try and really key on them, or do you just kind of say everybody out there can score for them?
Yeah, Louisville is just so dangerous at every position. Across the board, inside game, outside game, front court, back court, they're dangerous. That's why they're a one seed and one of the best teams in the country. I think to defend Louisville, it has to be a total team effort. So we're really, our main focus is to try to utilize all of our players, help side defense, inside, it's not going to be single coverage. We're going to have to really key in on their inside presence, because we're smaller at every size. So it's really going to be a team effort. We're going to have to switch up our defenses. And I think at the end of the day, it's just about competing. One-on-one, trying to stay in a stance and keep that player in front of you. And I do think that our players have a lot of confidence in their defense. We've proven it all year that, defense is our identity, and we want to control the tempo with our defense. So focusing mainly on how we can defend as a team.
questions? Okay, we have a Zoom question from Michael Kelly.
Mike's probably gonna ask the same thing I am.
Okay. Go ahead, Mike.
Thank you. Hey, Colleen. I know you mentioned that Lucia was having the MRI. Just what is her status? Is she going to be able to try to practice and play tomorrow?
Hey, Mike. Don't know. She's not going to practice today. She's still TBD for tomorrow.
Okay.
Yeah, just to follow up on that real quick, because that is what I was going to ask. You know, everyone else still expected to be available. I know, like, Helly has some nagging injuries. Morgan has some nagging injuries.
Yeah, everybody's should be available to play as of right now.
Any additional questions from the floor? Okay, Liana Bonavita from Zoom.
Hi, Colleen. What do you hope to get out of practice today?
Hi, Liana. Yeah, I think number one, we want to feel really prepared in terms of handling their pressure defense. So really focusing on how we're going to go from our press offense into our offense, our pressure releases, because we know they like to deny entries and they're going to try to make us feel uncomfortable. So we want to have the players feel like they really can feel prepared offensively, what they need to run and how we can counteract some of the things that Louisville is going to take away from us. Defensively, you know, focusing on the scout, different strategies that we're going to utilize, you know, to kind of try to shut them down in different in certain sets. You know, they do run a lot of things. They have a lot of different weapons. So trying to be key in on a couple different things that we need to do with that. But mostly just have fun. Mostly be out there, enjoy the moment, have fun. You know, really enjoy the atmosphere and make sure it's a spirited, fun practice.
Okay. Another question from Mike Kelly on Zoom.
Yeah, Colleen, Kayla mentioned that you guys have been able to, I think she said experience Kentucky was how she phrased it over the last day or so. Just what were some of the things you guys were able to do, you know, kind of outside of the gym, outside of basketball on the trip?
Yeah, sure. Well, number one, we had a really cool charter flight. Every seat was like this first-class seat, so I think the players really felt like the red carpet was rolled out for them. They felt really great about that. When we got into Kentucky, we're staying downtown in the 4th Street Live area, and the weather's been phenomenal. A little different than Albany. So it's been warm, and so the players have just walked around. We went out to dinner last night, kind of explored the area, got some ice cream, and then today they had a chance to attend the Muhammad Ali Museum, which was really inspiring for the team, you know, and they really enjoyed that.
Any additional questions? Liana again?
Colleen, earlier this week, you had said that this team needs to shoot a lot of threes and make them at a pretty high clip in order to beat Louisville. And talking to a lot of shooters at all levels, they'll tell you that small gyms, that's where their bread and butter is. Obviously, a 22,000-seat arena is not a small gym. So how important will it be for you guys today to really just get the feel for this atmosphere and get comfortable with that heading into tomorrow?
Yeah, I think it's going to be great to have a practice here. We'll have a shoot around tomorrow, and we just want to be comfortable. We want to take our shots when they're open. You know, I think that it's really important that we have that inside-out attack, and then there's no better way to do that than to get shots up in the gym. So being able to practice here on the floor, and then tomorrow to have that shoot around, just get comfortable. And, you know, we just have to shoot with confidence and shoot to score. Excuse me.
Okay, any additional questions? Okay, Coach, thank you very much.
Great, thank you so much.
Okay, the